music tells you what time of year it is. The road to the Final Four from Raleigh, North Carolina. Second round action from the West region. The number 8 seed, the two-time defending champion, UConn Huskies. And the 1 seed, the Florida Gators. Winner advances to San Francisco to take on the survivor of Colorado State and Maryland, which will be coming up later from Seattle. We've seen history from these two programs. Florida, back-to-back national championships, 06, 07. UConn, back-to-back 2023, 2024. Last 5 to do it, Duke, Grant Hill and company, 91-92. UCLA, of course, their historic runs under John Wooden. It is 13 straight wins in the NCAA tournament for this UConn program and Dan Hurley. That's the second longest streak all time. Let's check out the starting lineups. For the Huskies, Diarra's got the championship experience. Ball played really well against Oklahoma on Friday night. McNeely struggled with his shot. Caravan made big plays. Samson Johnson, one of the returnees from the UConn back-to-back championship squads. Martin, Clayton, Richard, Condon, and Chinyalu. The balance scoring of Todd Golden's team. And that punch that they threw out of the gate against Norfolk State, they led by as many as 32. Then feeling was they took the foot off the gas a little bit. Gators have won 13 of their last 14, 7 straight. And here we go from Raleigh, Florida. Controls the tip in the 1-8 matchup.
High angle, Grant Hill right now. UConn, the Huskies got a little bit of it.
Florida known for that continuous ball screen action. Multiple bigs out there, great versatility.
Look at that screen from the low post.
Martin takes it to the cup hard.
Out of 13 feet.
Oh, man.
Get it in for Johnson.
Limiting the low post here.
Left hand short. And the defense there by Condon.
Once again, real good balance, early blur screens.
Clayton gets it back.
Tough match here.
Just has a smooth way about him. His movements, the miss, the follow goes. Chinyalu.
He carves out area. Deep in the shot clock.
Ball, the bounce, Johnson, the flip. Nothing going down. Ball trying to get his hands on it. He does. Shot clock winding down. McNeely doesn't go. And the Bucks out there by Clayton. Richard on the wing. Oh! Upstairs! Going to the upper room. 6-0 Gators.
Got to get at the rim and get to the foul line. Can't settle.
UConn trying to break the seal. Ball, the flyby. Off the heel. Caravan grabs it for the offensive board.
Got to hit this.
Oh,
pass it up.
McNeely needs one to go down. It does. It's a 3.
He's a confident kid.
He get into the paint. The exception of maybe Reed in the post.
Yeah, exactly.
Ball gets deflected. Turnover. Aberdeen bounces. Martin denied at the rim, but he sticks with the play for 2. McNeely, he draws Hanlugton on the outside. McNeely off the dribble. Kick it for the Stewart J.
Well, he makes those. What an addition he is.
Dan Hurley has sent Aiden Mahaney into the game. Todd Golden is countered with Urban Klabjar. Martin's jumper, it's pure.
And a little confusion, 2-on-1 there. Their defense, you don't realize it because they're so good on offense.
Ball, swing, Johnson way outside, shot clock at 5. Tight defense there from Hanlugton. Shot clock down to 2. Down to 1, Johnson gets it off and hits.
Nice look by Caravan. You were an easy catch.
15-10, Florida in front.
See if McNeely can relax and take good shots. Think he can get in the lane and elevate?
You see him go inside.
Nice slip and
Look good and a foul. It's Stewart. Jalen Stewart, 71% shooter with that soft touch.
Nice matchup for Ball. He's got to keep busy though. With Condon on him. Back screen.
McNeely comes to the ball.
There's your shot.
Drives in
There's your
and
shot.
floats it home.
Don't they? Out that time.
Clayton, jab, drive. Denied by Johnson. He pinned it against the glass.
He does not give up on a play. Well,
Had a slip action there by Caravan.
He's very good without the basketball. There it is again.
Swing it. Caravan buries it.
What a call out of the timeout, though.
And Florida, but in Florida, switching everything, Raph.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And you can get confused with all the action of UConn. You have to be disciplined defensively.
First lead on an 8-1 run. Layup doesn't go for Hauk. UConn #1 blocking team in the college hoops.
No confusion. Nope.
Caravan.
There you go.
Hard drive.
Pretty.
Finishes with the left hand.
He's got to mix his game up a lot more. Deep in the shot clock, and it makes you talk and communicate.
Ball. No.
Good block out.
Sampson lucky he pulled the shirt, got away with it.
They are 3 of 14 from three-point line.
Nice
Catch and a layup for Hauk.
And Raph, the first time we've seen that tonight. They're running their stuff. They're getting whatever they want.
And that it was Ball, too, who doesn't like to go right. They read it beautifully.
Martin moving without the ball. They hand it to him with 15 to shoot. Clayton. And that jumper is all nylon.
Great getting available. Quick feet. Look at this mismatch now. I think he can get in the lane, give a little screen, McNeely.
Working around the perimeter, Diarra.
Shuffle cut, back screen. And they are a load to defend against.
McNeely thought about it. Now a switch with Hanlupton. McNeely off the dribble, layup. Doesn't go. Follow does. Caravan crashing the glass.
Anytime they go over to help on a block, opens up that opposite side.
Tie game, 24 apiece, 7 points now for Alex Caravan. It's our first tie of the day. Clayton, his jumper, he's got it.
Loaded with talent right there.
He is unbelievable, but Hauk gave him a little option there. A vision impaired by the screen.
A lot of dribbling here for Caravan.
2-on-1. Move it.
Swing to Stewart. Misses on a 3-ball. Tracked down by Johnson. The cutter. McNeely rises up and throws it down.
Raph, another second chance opportunity.
Chinyalu is back in for Florida. They lead by 1. We approach 2 minutes to go in the first half.
This is the dancing.
Martin, the floater on a baby hook.
And a good defense there. Better offense.
A tough defender as well. No. He doesn't need much room, does he?
Rimming out. Mahaney couldn't grab it. The save there, but it goes to UConn.
5-on-4 if they want.
Chinyalu trying to get back defensively. Ball movement leads to ball. Give it up. Johnson! The power of Sampson.
The lane and cause some damage, particularly with this matchup.
St. Mary's transfer gets there.
Over the top, Sampson.
Thing that Dan Hurley talked about. We're battle tested. We feel that as a group.
Great relations with his players, and as tough as people feel he's.
Puts it hands to the veteran Diarra.
Caravan with a little flare screen, keeps busy.
4 to shoot. Diarra, tight defense
Gotta
there for
shoot it.
Martin. Diarra, that's a deep one. It goes!
Wow. Got to keep him in front of you.
Tied at 31. Clayton gives it up at the horn. Richard around it out. What a half. UConn is fired up.
The hour's 23rd Trey Bird. Not known for that. Known for his defense, but when in doubt, get a little nylon from Queens. Texas A&M's contribution to UConn.
It is the #1 seed in the West going against the 2-time defending champions, and we're all tied up. We send it over to Tracy.
Bird, the big thing, the forwards have to be moving for UConn to be good. A lot of screening and slipping. Caravan and McNeely.
Shot clock down to 7. Diarra
Pretty.
puts it upstairs, and Johnson with a big-time flush. Defended by Martin, just over a minute gone by in the second half.
Here's their action now. A lot of back screen slips, blurs.
Diarra
Again.
catch, Johnson, easy release.
And they're not communicating. Sounds like Grant's family. The star was his dad in that family.
Yes, indeed.
Bounce it. Diarra. Oh, the Hesse! It goes and one. Oh, Diarra at the free throw line. This is the largest lead of the day for UConn, and Diarra adds to it. Releasing from that screen, but he's got no room to work. So Clayton goes one-on-one with Caravan. Clayton fires, and he's fouled in three-point territory.
Again,
That was tough.
the landing area.
Caravan did a decent job, just a little too close, as you said, the landing area.
They have missed 4 free throws in a row.
This kid, one of the best.
They're going to have 16 since 2017. And trust me, the Sweet 16 was not their focal point. Now Reed will wait into the hands of Diarra. It's a 4-point game. Just about 4 minutes elapsed. Second half. Diarra the bounce. Great vision. 2. Caravan for 2.
Again, pretty good balance. Thought they had a run out, Florida.
Richards 3. Bottom.
A nice dribble handoff.
Compete with pride defensively. No backdoors, finish possessions, and play with positivity. The final words in that timeout.
No sense of urgency.
Solo ball puts UConn in front 43-39. The assist to Caravan. Back in by Condon. Hand it. Richard gets inside for 2.
And nice dribble handoff.
They go small on the inbounder this time.
Send it. Ball off the mark. Follow. Doesn't go. Diarra. Reed grabs and finishes on the interior.
Finish on his own.
Good defender, though, isn't he?
Mahaney.
There you go.
Takes the opening and scoops it home. Florida to 42. Gators look discombobulated in the first half, thrown off their equilibrium, trying to regain it here. 6 to shoot.
I would work on Reed. Get it inside to him.
The pull-up. Aberdeen.
He's showing.
He's fight. He said, stay strong, no moments of weakness.
It does have that feel to it, no doubt. Mahaney gets it back.
He can shoot it.
Mahaney, and he's fouled in 3-point territory. At the strike. Is just getting some rest on the bench. He was a 2-time.
So, I mean, 2 possessions here could really create some separation for UConn.
2 out of 3. Chinyalu, who's back in, along with Condon for Florida.
That ball talked his way back in. They thought he'd make the third and get him in.
Chinyalu playing with 3 fouls.
Nice pass.
Inside, Chinyalu rocks the rim, and a perfect setup by Clayton. He hands it to McNeely.
Again.
Shot clock is down to 5. Caravan
Tough shot.
off the heel.
Nice
Stewart
play.
knocks it over to Mahaney. Another reload here for UConn. McNeely
pass.
inside, and the ball pops up and out. It's a goaltending as Reed was looking for the flush.
Boy, confident with the bounce. Nice little shovel pass as well.
Well, once again,
McNeely with a good read.
his hand went right through the bottom there. Once again, another offensive rebound leading to this confrontation at the rim. Yes, great call there.
Was very late getting back. He looks like he's hurt on the left side. Until he gets the ball, maybe.
Clayton one-on-one with Stewart. The cutter, Condon, extra feed, and the throw down by Chinyalu.
Chinyalu back on the floor right now, but what's impressed us, I think, the most, watching Florida getting ready.
3 from 3-point territory. Ball is 1 of 7. Caravan 1 of 7. McNeely 1 of 6.
They got their starters back right now.
Johnson hands it off. Ball lets it fly. Does it go? And the rebound controlled by Chinyalu. 2-time defending champions in front, 52-48 against the #1 seed in the West.
They love that
High-low action.
the horns look into this action.
Caravan fighting good inside.
Clayton, he buries it.
He doesn't go away, this kid. How about him talking about Rick Pitino?
Cut into the UConn lead. They're going to review the shot. McNeely misses on the inside, right at the rim. Get it ahead, running the floor. Oh, full attack mode, but he couldn't throw it down.
And Chinyalu with his 4th foul.
On Chinyalu.
The miss, and then the foul is called against Florida. Rough sequence for the Gators. Let's clean up some of what just took place. The first question, was it a 3 or a 2? It is a 3. Clayton was clearly behind the line, so that's why we have a 1-point game. The second question was there contact, Martin going to the rim. Caravan gets out of the way, and then the butterfly effect because he didn't make that dunk. There's a foul called on Chinyalu right there, his 4th.
Disastrous. The leg, Caravan's leg got him.
52-51, UConn. Chinyelu remains in the game for Florida. Caravan, got a three!
Well, how about that set?
You knew at some point he was going to knock one of those down.
A very thin dossier for PJ.
3 plays.
Martin knocked out of his hands. Richard lines it up. On target! String music on a three!
A hustle play by Richard. Look where they're running their offense out here.
Florida's turned the intensity up defensively now.
Handed off Diarra. Shot clock at 10. Johnson not a threat from out there, but he can't pass it. Caravan with 5. Makes his move. Caravan body bump. He banks it in!
Let's see.
But there was a foul called on the floor.
So he's been able to take advantage. Caravan.
17 fouls up to watch today.
They grant Oklahoma defense much more intensity.
57-54, Huskies.
2 good passers as bigs.
Feed it, Hauk. Now it's Richard.
Look at that slip.
Puts it down!
That kid knows the game. Wow.
Ball gets Caravan involved. Back for Diarra.
Nothing at the rim yet.
McNeely, defender slope, falls down, and he's got called for the foul. Richard.
What a tough call.
That's tough. Before McNeely went into his play, but a beautiful set.
How about this little slip? Is that pretty? Big fella from down under.
A little double screen down and then a screen and roll slip, as you said. Yeah, it's unfortunate there. Edward trying to get over that screen and just...
8th team foul against Florida. He is 2 of 2. Now 3 of 3. Big East freshman of the year. 2 out of 2. UConn 59, Florida 56. We're down to 4:38 to play.
Nice hit.
The turnover. Poke away. Hauk controls. Now it's Richard.
Don't let Clayton get it back.
Clayton the drive. Clayton the fade. Yes, sir.
Goodness. He gives it up. You've got to lock him up. Flip with the bigs outside here.
Caravan the catch. The roll by Johnson. Leads in. Doesn't go, but a foul.
But this is the guy. You can't let him get it back. Great footwork. Some strength. Big time knockdown.
Hampson Johnson at the free throw line. 75%.
Ball club.
His defense is exceptional too.
One of the best.
Coming through with a double-double. 10 points, 10 boards. 3-point lead for the Huskies.
They love that little play and that little pin down. He may have won. Look at this.
Swing. Caravan steps in front. Leak out by Diarra. Leave it for Ball. Lost it out of bounds.
I think the ball bounced back up into Ball's hand.
Turnover, Huskies. 3:41 to play. Huskies thought they had a man advantage.
Oh, I don't know if he got it.
To the call on the floor. This is super slow-mo. Richard gets a piece, but there's a graze by Ball as he tried to put it on the floor to get around him.
So are you saying that Raft was wrong?
I'm saying let the video speak for itself.
You're killing me. The bigs have done a great job slipping, particularly out of this set. There they go again.
Gators down by 1.
An easy look.
They thread the needle. The basket won't count. Condon was fouled underneath. Alex Condon at the free throw line. He shoots it at 61%. He's been limited here today. Missed it. Ball, the board. 2-point lead for UConn. They have made just 6 of their last 14 free throw attempts.
I like Ball off the ball. The arrow on it. That's what they got right now.
We approach 3 minutes to play.
Nice fade.
Caravan, hard drive, tried to reverse. Condon is there defensively.
Good contest without fouling by Condon, but go straight up if you're Caravan.
Yeah, same side. Just finish it.
Florida with a chance to tie or take the lead.
They got a mismatch either way.
Clayton, no luck!
Oh, this kid, he is tough.
Special.
Wow.
First lead of the second half for the Gators. 62-61.
He is chill personified.
No field goals over 4 minutes of game action.
Nice
the knock away by Richard, and he darts in for the jam. Timeout, Huskies. Florida in front with 2:27 to go. Our game reset. Number 1 seed in the West, Florida, leading the 8 seed UConn, 2-time defending champions, 64-61.
Right here, just great reach around, deflection, outlet pass.
Be careful, Martin. Excellent defender.
6-0 run for Florida. Ball to Caravan. Diarra now one-on-one with Martin. Hand it. Ball. Fires. Connects.
Dribble handoff. Read the presence of mind. How about ball speed?
Confused defensively, all the switching there. Martin a little bit late, but give credit. Ball big time, getting to that left hand.
Exactly.
He's so
Danny had him
comfortable.
coming to his strong hand.
He was 1 of 8 from three-point territory before that make, and we are all tied up. Condon tried to drive. Contact from Diarra from behind.
61%.
Remember, Florida made its first 8 free throws of the day. 1-point lead.
On the perimeter, Florida. So it behooves UConn to be careful with the ball.
Short.
Look at
Knock away.
this.
Controlled by Houck. That play made by Martin. Gliding to the rim. Clayton draws the foul. Out of Lake Wales, Florida, Walter Clayton Jr.
He talked about the spots he frequents. So impressive of a young man and confident and stepping up big for his team late.
The UConn Huskies have won 13 straight NCAA tournament games. They trail Florida 67-64 with 1:32 to play.
And Reed not getting the touchdown on the box.
McNeely for the tie. Doesn't go.
And once again, Florida got confused on the switches. They got a good look. McNeely just could not convert.
Clayton handles it.
There's some clock. Same play.
Dribble handoff.
Yep, same play. And then the roll. Nice help by McNeely.
Clayton. Got it! On a downtown hit.
A lot of sushi for him.
Oh, sushi with some caviar, some onions on the side.
70-64 Gators. Big buckets from Walter Clayton Jr. First team All-America coming through for Florida. 23 points here in the second round.
They got to get some quick hitters now.
Under a minute to go.
Drive to the hole or get Reed on the box.
McNeely crosses over to ball. Floater up. Rimming no. Tip in. Doesn't go for Reed. Florida controls the rebound.
Foul. Almost intentional. Now you've been through this. This makes you pretty tough mentally if you get by this in your Florida.
I'll tell you what, obviously Condon misses the first of 2, but it appears thus far that Florida has done that.
Mr. Boat.
Again, they don't come up with it.
Gets in for the big finish.
Got to squeeze it.
37 seconds left. Florida now in control. Diarra the drive. McNeely couldn't get the 3 off. Instead, he takes it to the rim for 2.
And a timeout. Danny's got to be careful.
Yeah, Dan's got to be careful here.
Got to be careful. Wow. Boy.
Elijah Martin had 14 in the first half. Finally got 2 in the second. Todd Golden, the bruise. Now if you're Florida, you have to be solid, come meet every pass, be strong with the ball, assume they're going to get fouled.
And you got to jump passing lanes, anticipate. There they go.
Clayton over to Condon, back for Martin, and a foul given with 21.6 on the clock. 74% shooter. Went to the Final Four with Florida Atlantic.
That was tough.
Thought his defense, though, in the second half, particularly on the ball.
Makes a boat. 74-66, 21.6 to play. Diarra gets it in for Reed. down to 16 seconds left. McNeely drives in and banks it home.
Smart, not fouling.
11.9 on the clock. Clayton. That's too high.
A foul.
Trying to save it.
Push.
Five of 5 today.
Lower forward and give it.
Second one for McNeely. He gets the roll. It's a 4-point game.
Run a guard out.
Oh, contact.
They got it right here. It's a good call.
Yeah.
Johnson with Richard. Will Richard at the free throw line. He's 4 of 4. That's another miss for the Gators.
Well, giving them a chance. The deal on missed free throws, UConn. Fumbles.
75-70. Florida. 9 seconds to go in regulation.
Try and keep everything in front of you if you're Florida.
McNeely gets it back. 7 seconds.
Bad foul.
Yeah.
And it's going to be against Clayton. Down by 5. Liam McNeely, the freshman from Richardson, Texas.
Great free throw shooter.
Now this is a one-possession game. Florida bounces in and he is fouled. Houck from behind. And now Florida's focus, just make this a 2-possession game. Do not give UConn any kind of miracle scenario.
80% on the line here.
Gets the roll. Florida up by 4.
I think UConn has to post somebody at half court. Once you get it in, look up.
Let the ball drop. Get your guys
Try
set
and hit
up.
them. We're looking at Reed.
77-72 Florida. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. McNeely fires it. On 3 at the horn, and it's over. Florida survives. They're going to the Sweet 16 for the first time since 2017. And the UConn Huskies, 2-time defending champions, are out. 77-75. The number 1 seed in the West region rallies for the win. Terrific fight. Florida had enough to get to the finish line.
I'm talking about we ran earlier. What a great test moving forward, though. You've been under the gun, different style of play. You're going to see a lot of variety with all these teams if they can get to the Final Four, obviously.
Feeling some pressure and adversity for Florida will serve them well as they continue forward.
Clayton finishes with 23. Martin with 18. And you can put Florida into the Sweet 16. They will be in San Francisco next week. Now awaiting the winner of Colorado State and Maryland. So Todd Golden returns to Golden State. He coached at San Francisco. He was the head man, took them to the NCAA tournament. Now he will represent the Florida Gators after the 77-75 victory. Send it over to Tracy.
I mean, Coach, what a game. The resiliency of your team. We'll talk about this guy in a second, but your team showed no panic. What did they show you?
We just stayed the course. Obviously, it didn't go our way for a large portion of that game after a good start. But again, our team's tough. We have great senior leadership. We just wanted to continue to be ourselves and do it a little bit better. In the last 6 minutes of the game, we did that very well.
Look at this. We got the whole team over here. Let's talk about this guy. Yep. 2 huge threes down the stretch and those free throws. What is it about Walter Clayton Jr.?
Incredible player, great leader. Teammates believe in him. Great to have the ball in his hands when you need somebody to step up and make a big shot. His teammates stepped up for him today, helped us get this win, and he stepped up closing this victory out for us.
Walter, for you and for all your guys here to have the chance now to play in a Sweet 16, how does that sound?
Man, it sounds great, man. You know, we done had a plan. We know Gator basketball got a great history. We try to bring it back a little bit, so it's great that we getting to this point.
We wish you the best of luck in San Francisco.
Go Gators, baby!
Well, the Chomp did have enough bite by the time we got into the late stages of this one. Florida improves to 32-4 on the season, and they are dancing on to the Sweet 16. End of the road for this iteration of the UConn Huskies, two-time defending champions. Coming up, Baylor and Duke. We'll send you to our studio, Capital One Tournament Central, right after these messages.